Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the problem during the pandemic was this sense that there is something called the science, like so, and a relatively small number of like clergy in science, I mean, effective clergy in science, get to decide what's true and false, right? So you have to wear a mask or else you're going to spread COVID. The vaccine stops you from spreading COVID, so vaccine mandates are a good idea. We should close schools for years because that's the only way to stop COVID. All that stuff was false, Charlie. And there was a lot of literature, scientific literature published, eventually published, that showed that that was false. Um, if you open up the access to the journals so that the public in large can see what the scientific debates are actually happening, it makes it much more difficult for a small number of of high-profile scientists to dominate the conversation. You can point and
Totally.
say, "Well, look, you
That's the
say that
kicker.
masks."
Everyone, look, I just want to interrupt. Just repeat that. We know what we saw this during COVID when people like Birx or Fauci. So please finish that point. So profound.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key thing is that science is actually fundamentally democratic, right? Even though I'm the NIH director now, I mean, Charlie, honestly, I'm gonna have ideas that are wrong. I absolutely will. And what I want is for scientists to be able to correct me. And scientists, the way we do that is we publish papers that say, this idea, we don't generally go after people, we go after ideas. This idea is not right. Here's what the evidence says, right? And that fundamentally is a act of freedom. If you allow people to have access to those information, those data immediately upon publication, you make it much harder for a small number of scientific elite to determine what's true and false. Instead, you have the data telling you what's true and false. You have the scientific debate telling you what's true and false.